So, for those who played way back in the day when Fallout launched in 2018, it wasn't just disappointing, it was legendary for all the wrong reasons. There was bugs, missing features, and a complete lack of human NPCs. It just made it feel like it was Fallout's biggest mistake. But fast forward to today, and Fallout 76 is still alive, still updated, and surprisingly, still improving. So the real question is Fallout 76 actually worth playing in 2026? Let's find out. Fallout 76 takes place in Appalachia, West Virginia, chronologically the earliest Fallout game so far, and honestly, this might be the best map that Bethesda has ever made for a Fallout game. Look how large that is, all these different zones. And if you remember back in the day, they only had robots with no NPCs at all. Over the last couple of updates, in the last few years, they've now added complete NPCs
What can I do for you tonight, Aaron?
who you can talk to and choose different things to say, ask questions, and go to side quests.
Things are quieting down now. After everything that's happened, we're settling into our new normal. It's kind of nice.
But again, the world is massive, diverse, and visually striking, depending on which areas you go to. You've got irradiated forests, toxic valleys, creepy mines, and abandoned towns that feel genuinely eerie. Environmental storytelling is everywhere. Notes, holotapes, and ruined buildings tell stories of survival and collapse. Even without constant combat, the world feels alive. Rad storms roll in, people launch nukes and reshape the map, and random events keep exploration interesting. And again, at launch, Fallout 76 had no human NPCs, which was a strange choice. Now that's completely changed. With updates like Wastelanders, the game introduced fully voiced NPCs and factions with dialogue choices. You'll meet raiders, settlers, Brotherhood of Steel members, and plenty of morally questionable characters. Is the writing in Fallout New Vegas, is it the same level of storytelling? No, but it's solid, engaging, and finally feels like a real Fallout experience. If you played Fallout 4, you'll feel right at home. Gunplay is smooth, there's still the VAT system. I missed there. Let's try that again. VATS also works in real time, allowing you to select different parts of the body, and just giving a general overall good feeling to combat. The perk card system replaces traditional skill trees. At first, it can be confusing, but once it clicks, it allows for flexible and creative builds. Combat still isn't perfect, enemy AI can be janky, but overall it's fun and addictive. You can play with other players as well, because it is a massive multiplayer game. You can travel to different camps and run into other players. You can interact with them, at least on the computer, by pressing the G key to bring up the emotes. Fallout 76 is always online, and yes, that's still controversial. But here's a surprise, multiplayer is mostly great. You can play completely solo, team up with friends, or join public events with strangers. The community is surprisingly friendly and helpful. High-level players sometimes often drop good gear for new players. Public events, daily ops, and seasonal activities give you reasons to log in without forcing PvP down your throat, PvP exists, but it's definitely not the focus of the game. However, there are specific servers for that on the main menu if that's your cup of tea. But it's not like how it was when it first released, where they erased that specific mode. The camp system. All this here was built by a player. The camp system lets you build your own base almost anywhere on the map. You can create cozy homes, elaborate bunkers, trap houses, seasonal forts. It's just a great system. It takes some time getting used to it, however, you can create some pretty neat looking buildings. You can also put defenses up like turrets, have storage boxes to store your loot, and build crafting stations, which you can scrap armor and build. Scrap junk, sorry, and build items. Now, one thing I will point out... Oh, hang on here. One thing that some people might find not to their liking is this. So this is the Atomic Shop. So let's be clear, Fallout 76 still has issues, bugs haven't disappeared entirely, servers can hiccup, and the Atomic Shop sells cosmetics and items of convenience that some players consider borderline pay to win. There's also Fallout First, which if we go back, let's see here, icons, photo mode, apparel, Fallout First, right here. So there's also Fallout First, a subscription service. It's optional, but some quality of life features arguably should have been free. None of it ruins the game, but it's worth knowing before you jump in. There's occasionally free items like this that are offered without the subscription. However, if you join, you get a whole bunch of other perks, including a heavier carry weight, which isn't game breaking, but it can be a little bit annoying when you're over encumbered a lot of the times and you have to scrap a lot of stuff. So back in. Fallout 76 is one of the gaming's biggest redemption stories. It launched broken, it deserved the criticism, but today, it's a solid Fallout game with multiplayer, a beautiful world, and years of meaningful updates behind it. Different atmospheres, weather effects, it just makes the immersion all the better, and when you run into other players, you can form teams without even speaking words. It just adds to the immersion of the game. If you love Fallout, enjoy exploration, or want a chill RPG you can play alone or with friends, Fallout 76 is finally worth your time. Just don't forget where it came from. If you enjoyed this review, hit like, subscribe for more RPG content, and let me know in the comments, did Fallout 76 redeem itself for you, or is it still a missed opportunity? As always, check back often, as I will be posting more reviews on Fallout 76 and other games I feel like playing. Thank you for tuning in.